Chapter 9, Let's Go. There is no excuse for you to waste time in starting or continuing to Luke10t. Jesus says in James 2:14-17 that faith without works is dead. As you watch the conclusion of this teaching, reflect on what you've learned and be encouraged that you are already on your way to being transformed.
As one sent by Jesus Christ, you are standing at the beginning of the rest of your life. And now that you have been taught the steps of Luke10t, there is nothing holding you back. You are now ready for a new, transformed lifestyle. So, let's go.
Matthew 25, verse 21.
Well done, good and faithful servant. You have been faithful over few things. Now I'll make you ruler over many things. Imagine your king saying this to you one day. You have been given the steps. Now, let's go.
Through following Luke10t, I've realized how Christianity can be real and relevant in my life and the lives of those around me. It's like I've been reconnected to the essence of what Christ has been wanting us to do all along. And now I feel like I'm truly following his example and walking in the footsteps of Jesus.
In the environment that I'm in, I'm constantly receiving new information. And sometimes it just feels like my head is in overflow. But through Luke10t, I've realized how I can live out my faith and how Christianity can be more than just head knowledge. And it's amazing when following Jesus becomes a natural and real lifestyle.
I think the turnaround point in my life was when I started doing the 4 steps of Luke10t at work and everywhere, and then realized I'm in full-time ministry. It's about my life with God first and who He's called me to be. I am first a Christian before I am an accountant or musician or artist or sportsman or student or anything else. God has placed me in a bigger story, a greater context. It shook my world. I will never see going to work in the same way. I started noticing the people around me in a new light. I started to see my work as something I could offer as an act of worship to God. I realized that this was the mission field He had placed me in. The teachings of Luke10t helped me make the advancement of God's kingdom practical in my life every day.
I long to be able to walk around this community and see complete transformation. I long to see every person come to know Jesus and walk in relationship with Him. I long to see the needs of people in this community met, and the Great Commission can be a reality if everyone comes to know the teaching and follow the example of Luke10. You are called and sent.
That's right. Each one of you, every follower of Jesus, is called and sent. Well done for completing this training. With which of the 4 main characters did you most identify with? Why? Choose someone from the group to tell the story of each character's development in Luke10t as depicted in the video clip. Discuss this in your group. The businesswoman came to a critical realization. She is firstly a full-time minister of God where God has placed her, and secondly, an accountant or homemaker. Ephesians 4:11-12 confirms that our ministry leaders should equip us as ordinary Christians to be full-time ministers to build up the body of Christ. Luke10t is a tool to equip us in the basics of such a full-time ministry, every day, everywhere. Discuss how you now see yourself as a full-time minister of God the Luke10t way. Take some time to reflect and summarize how you feel about the course and how you see yourself and your surroundings being transformed by Luke10t. Tell others how you see the rest of your life as influenced by Luke10t. Write this down to keep for future reference or memorize it as the story you can share with others and remind yourself. The best way to start Luke10t, if you have not yet, is to go out to the street, restaurant, school ground, university, shops, or any place where you can find and practice Luke10t. Nobody needs to do it more than they want to, but allow yourself to be stretched. Move in groups of 2 or 4 with people of different giftings in each group. The people who tend to be more introverted learn a lot from seeing the extroverts doing Luke10t, and of course vice versa. Plan how your group will do the practical exercise. How will you balance your groups? When will you do it? When will you report back to the larger group? Later today? Next week? You should tell others about Luke10t and if necessary, train them. Some of you might have committed to train your Luke10t friend. You can also mobilize organizations such as your congregation or Christian school, university or business organization or association to do Luke10t. Make a list of 5 names of people or organizations whom you think you should tell and or train to do Luke10t. We call this Equip 5. Discuss them in your group. Remember that this is only the beginning of living a practical Christian life. A lot of information is available to build on Luke10t in your daily lifestyle, to go deeper with God or being a minister in your workplace. The following contact details are available should you need more information about Luke10t resources, vision, training programs, or if you want to be a champion or trainer in your church, city, denomination, region, or country. Please contact us. The Luke10 transformation team would love to hear from you. Try to contact us by any other way if one way fails. If possible, use email. It seems to work the best.